I like this one. So yeah, I think that's how everything started. Extroverts. Those strange, energetic creatures that won't let you sit alone in peace. I like to use the battery metaphor to explain the dynamic. Extroverts start the day with zero battery, and with every interaction they recharge. Meanwhile, us, introverts, start the day with full battery, but we lose a bit of it with every single interaction. But there are rare exceptions. People who don't drain my battery. People who for some magical reason fit so naturally into my life that after talking to them for 1 hour, I don't have to recharge for the next month in total isolation. One of those people is my best friend, Igor. We met on the very first day of high school. I can't remember what we talked about, but I know it was enough for us to head together to get our locker keys. And guess what? We got lockers right next to each other. Just like that, we became locker buddies. We got along pretty fast, but even from the start, it was clear. We were different. While I stuck to one person, Igor was out there collecting friends like Pokemon. But for some reason, he kept choosing to hang out with me. I never knew why, but I decided to ignore that thought. Then came the integration trip. He got put into the party room where everyone wanted to be. I ended up with 2 guys I didn't know because I thought, hey, maybe I'll meet some new people. And I did. But after an hour of socializing, I was back in my room playing Hollownest on my Switch, trying to beat a stupid boss. Eventually, people found me and basically dragged me out to socialize. Our social statuses were clearly different, but we didn't care. Cause for us, the most important thing was having fun together. Then the quarantine came and the dark time has arisen for me socially. Sunlight? Never heard of it. Igor wanted to meet new people, I wanted to get away from them as far as possible. So I locked myself in my room gaming with the perfect excuse. Sorry, quarantine. We still texted, but not that often. We came back to school and like nothing ever happened, me and Igor were the same as before. Except Igor became even more popular now because he met so many people during quarantine. I had officially become the friend of Igor. People would come up to him, not even say hi to me, just start talking, and I would be put in standby mode on the side until they were done. Igor noticed that. He tried to pull me out of the house, invited me to parties, but I said no every time. I didn't drink and I thought that I wouldn't get along with people there. That year, not the most exciting chapter in my life, just surviving classes and mini quarantines. Also, Igor left for 3 months for a boat school to travel the Pacific. So I had to adapt and ended up getting closer to some new people from my class. Something changed in me in that year. I got tired of being just the quiet friend. One day, I said, Igor, I wanna meet new people. Let's go to a party. And he looked at me like a proud dad. Let's do it, Kubatoczek. Yes, he always called me Kubatoczek because it sounded for him like James Bond. Don't ask. That year was crazy. Thanks to Igor, one party turned into another, and suddenly I was going to 2 parties a week. Still not drinking, but I met some awesome people along the way. It was the year of 18th birthdays, including mine. So everyone was throwing parties, non-stop. When the school year ended, we went on a boat trip with 3 of our other friends. Crazy stuff happened there, but that's a story for another video. The most important thing is, everyone bullied me for considering changing schools, but to their surprise, I actually did. Final year of high school. Different schools, more studying, but we still went to parties together. Once Igor told me, Kubatoczek, I want a big party, make a crowd, and I took that personally. The next day, Igor saw around 60 people in our group chat without class once. We always made parties together at Igor's house, and I was like a manager who decided who gets invited. I still can't believe that many people played into that house. That was the golden age of our social lives. And of course there was prom, because yeah, I got invited to my old school's prom, and ended up talking with my old classmates after a whole year. It was nice to see them, and also Igor's sister, who along with one of our other friends outside of school just dressed up, walked in, and sat with us without an invitation. Also, during food break, my friend Hannah and I hopped to the center and started practicing throwing cars, cause we thought it was the perfect place for it. Yes, we are weird, but that's a good memory of mine. Later that year, we found out Igor was going to study in Netherlands, so I threw a big farewell party for him, because he had to leave already in the summer. It was great until police showed up, and again, it's a story for another time. I went on a solo trip across Netherlands, visiting friends in Eindhoven, Tilburg, Rotterdam and The Hague. Main objective? Find Igor. Even though we only had 2 days together, That's enough for us to make some good memories. We tried riding one bike to a lecture. There was a hole in the seat filled with water, so I ended up with my butt all wet walking on campus. Turns out Igor didn't read the group chat and the class was cancelled. But we still had fun, as you can see on the video. We got caught in the rain on the way to an improv class. I drove into Igor's bike. We left the bike because we didn't have time and rode off on one bike in the rain. I dried off with a hairdryer in a public restroom again. We met some new people and we came back for the bike. Igor did his magic fixing, and this is how it turned out. We actually came back home like this.
Perfectly normal bike.
He got me into a swim training session with the university team, but we arrived 2 hours early because he messed up the time. So we bought snacks and watched a homeless man fight the police. Also, I didn't have a swimsuit, so of course I got it from the captain of the team. Typical normal stuff. They even asked if I wanted to join, but I was like, I have a flight back to Poland tomorrow. Oh, and there was the time I was doing pull-ups in his room, and he tried to fake hit me, causing me to fall down and smash my elbow into his glass. The pain was horrible, and I was even bleeding. While I was crawling in pain, Igor just stared, laughing. In that moment, all I could think about was drop kicking him out of the window. Because of that, I ended up with 2 numb fingers for a whole week. Every time I'm with Igor, something ridiculous happens, and it's always unforgettable. After that trip, things started to shift. At first, Igor came back every 3 months and we would throw a big party. But over time, our friend circles changed. Igor started missing Poland more. Now he comes back once a month. And instead of parties, we hang out differently. Just the 2 of us. Rock climbing, tea at his place, small group of close friends. Yeah. We got old, but I don't see it as a problem. We just found a new way to spend quality time. The best example, our last meetup for Igor's birthday. Only 5 people at a seashore bar, talking all evening, and honestly, that night was perfect. I can't explain how grateful I am I met Igor. Every McFlurry with him still feels like the first time. He's always had my back. He's been my biggest supporter. He's the one who hyped me up to start this channel. He's the kind of a friend who sees something in you even when you don't. He brings out the best in me. So, Igor, know that I will always have your back too. I love you, brother, and I hope everyone watching this can find a friendship like ours, because it really is a blessing.
So Kubatoczek told me I could say a few words at the end of this video, and big mistake to be honest, because I could talk about this for hours, but fine, I'll try and keep it short. From the very beginning, once we get to know each other, I knew that this guy was bloody special. Like he was more reserved and like quiet at the time, so you didn't really notice him that much. But once you got to know him, once you get to hear his stories, you just knew, you bloody knew this guy is a gem. You guys have no idea yet, because like the few videos that I hear, you've seen his work. This is nothing yet. Like the concepts, the ideas that this guy has in his head, the worlds imagines, the plots. Oh my god, like you have no idea what's coming. Love you all. Peace.